this this vlogs of today. We started, but it had some challenges, especially on network and so on. So I decided to end it, then start a fresh one. Yeah? And here we are. Here we are. We want to start a new one. Yeah? And kindly, when you come in, double tap your screen. Give the live stream a like, kindly. Give it a like and say what's in your mind. You can say what's in your mind, and the title is written there. We have the title. We have the title there. That's what we are going to talk about. So we are going to exchange ideas here. You bring what's in your mind and we discuss it together. Yeah. So I'm just in here relaxed waiting for you guys. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. I think right now I'm audible enough. You can hear me. And let me hope that everything is okay. So we are going to talk about chicken farming. Not only in Africa, but worldwide, yeah? And we shall look at the importance and the advantages. And I was specifically about of high yield, high production. Yeah. Sunil Vadu, morning too. How are you, Sunil? Welcome, welcome. Frida, hi too. How are you? Welcome to this amazing, guys. This amazing. I have 32 people. So for those who it's their first time, kindly you can subscribe. So we are going to talk about chicken keeping, chicken farming in the world, and here we are going to use to talk about the cheap methods to use, like feeding, collecting the products like eggs and so on. Chickens are being kept for different reasons. We have for meat and for many other things. And kindly, for those who are coming right now, you can give the live stream a like, and you can bring what's in your mind. And I believe everyone knows what chickens are. And I think they are sometimes delicate when you don't take good care of them. So it's still part of agriculture, part of farming, and it depends on how you are doing it. Thank you so much. 26 people right now in the room. Kindly let me have 23 likes, because I can see I have 23 people, and I will really appreciate that. And for those who are coming in and it's their first time to this channel, you can support by subscribing. Please subscribe to this amazing channel and bring in your thoughts. We are here to exchange ideas. I learn from you, you learn from me. I hear from you, you hear from me. And advices, they are always for free. We have good advices and bad. It's you to depends on the personality of the one receiving the advices. If you think it's not good, you can just assume it, you can ignore it. But if you think it's good, you can take it and you can work on it. So Chicken are kept in Africa in many ways. Let me talk of Africa, what I know. We have different breeds. We have different breeds. We have pure Kenyeji, and I believe the pure Kenyejis are the best. And we have the Sasus, we have the broilers and layers, so on. So let's start with the methods of keeping them. We have different methods. We have the simple methods, we have the improvised one, and also the modern methods. And I think the modern methods are the most expensive one. And for business, I don't think if modern methods are the best. Why am I saying that modern methods are not the best for keeping chickens? They are highly expensive, and if you are doing it for business issues, and you use a method that it's very expensive, I think the outcomes will not be good. Yes, you may have good products, but from what you spend, for example, if you spent 1 million in the project of keeping chickens, then the returns are less than that a million. Let's say, for example, 800,000. That it's already a loss. So you are working under loss. You are working under loss, of which you are losing. And I don't think if we have anybody who is ready to lose, if there is anyone who is ready to lose, I think it's abnormal. It's somehow abnormal for me, because I can't understand that. How can someone start a agribusiness with an intention of losing? And I don't think that if that will be a business, because every business, you have some aims, you have your goals. Before you start a business, you set goals, and if your goal is to lose, that is very bad. And if your goal is to lose, sorry, someone called me, interrupted it. Sorry for that, but I've already sorted it out. So if you have an aim of losing, starting a business, and you are sure that you will lose, so that is not a business. It's maybe you wanted to spend that money. So let's start by chicken. From the first process of hatching. You have different types of hatching. You can use machine. Machine is the modern one, and you can use chickens. And I said earlier, if you use the modern method, it's somehow expensive. In hatching, hi Patricia, welcome. Now the network, it's okay. If you want to hatch using the modern method, that is incubator, and I once tried that. It will be a bit expensive energy. For example, if you use electricity, you'll have to pay the bills, you have to buy the machine, the incubator, of which it's very expensive for someone to afford an incubator. For example, let's talk about an incubator that can hatch 2,000 chicks. That is very expensive. It's almost 100 Kenyan shillings, 100,000. And that means you buy the machine for you to hatch, only hatching. You've not added there the costs of electricity, labor, because you should be there monitoring your incubator. And incubator, hatching using an incubator, is the modern method, and you have some high chances of losing your eggs. You may not get chicks. For example, if accidentally you have a failure of power failure, sometimes this electricity, you have some failure somewhere, and we can't go for a month without a failure. Honestly speaking, I've never seen that. We sometimes have problems for some hours, which may end up affecting the eggs. So sorry, some musics were around, so I was avoiding the copyright. So we were talking about the incubator, hatching eggs using an incubator. If you want to hatch your eggs using an incubator, then it fails, like electricity failures, power failures. That is the biggest challenge. And again, you may have unfertilized eggs. It's possible. It's possible. You can get unfertilized eggs, and you place the unfertilized eggs in the incubator, and you end up not hatching. The cost of buying an incubator, you add the cost of buying the eggs or producing the eggs, and the cost of the energy, the cost that your time, you spend your time, that is labor, then you end up losing all eggs. That's a big lose. That is a very, very big lose. And that is the modern now. That is the modern. That is the use of incubator. And sometimes you may not be aware, we have differences in humidity and temperature, how to balance them, and to timing of the days. Eggs day, you need to time when they are almost hatching around 18 days. You have to change the humidity. So that is the modern method, which is a very big challenge. The second method, you hatch using your chicks, your hens. Yeah, that is simple, and I think it's very easy and it's affordable, and you doesn't have much to do with that. You just plan a good environment for the chicken, and try the number of eggs that chick can be able to cover. If you are keen with that, it's very simple. You'll just get your chicks. And we have chickens and chicks. Chicks are the young ones of the chickens. So guys, let me have a glass of water kindly. I am back, guys. I wanted a glass of water. I have it here. Yeah. So when you use the chicken, the mother of eggs, and that is simple. It's simple compared to the incubator. No timing. You just leave it. You just leave it to the mother. It's responsibility of the chicken to hatch. So you have to sit and wait for the chicks. For yours, it will be only for the chicks to take care of the chicks. That's about bringing up chicks in this world. So that is it. Now we go to the chicks now. Chicks are very delicate. They are very delicate, especially when they are less than 1 week old. Especially when they are less than 1 week. They need much attention. They really need much attention. And I think even in human beings, very young, 1 year child, 1 year baby, very delicate, yeah. Same to chicks. Same to chicks. They are very delicate. And they need some vaccinations. Their food is special. It depends with the particles, and the weather where you take them. Yeah, you are going to keep them. They can be easily infected. They are easily attacked with the diseases. Yeah, pests and diseases. So that's where now you see in modern way we came up with brooders. And sorry. That's why we came up with brooders to avoid a lot of issues with diseases and some pests. You know, in general, chickens are highly attacked, and it's only after some months. That's why they are being vaccinated. They have a lot of vaccination to avoid that. So sometimes we have some music, so we try to avoid the copyright. So you need to vaccinate them. We have some dangerous diseases like fowlpox and Newcastle. Fowlpox and Newcastle. So when it comes to chicks, they really need a lot of vaccination, and it's after every week. After every week, you have to vaccinate them. Every week, you vaccinate them, and the types of feed we talked about that for chicks. The reason why we need some particles, we face challenges on the particles, the size of particles for the chick feed and the type of feed. Why do we check on that? Because sometimes we have like the digestion system, it's not that strong. We are talking of 1 week chicks. 1 week chicks, the digestion of their body, it's not that strong. So the type of feed that you feed with them, and in the modern method, we prefer starter crumbs. Starter crumbs are the best for 1 week old chicks. Starting from 1 day to 1 week, starter crumb is the best. And after that, now you can change. But for grown-ups, we are going to discuss about the cheapest method of feeding them. And this is the big challenge in keeping the chicks. The most expensive thing in keeping the chicken, it's feeding them. It's feeding them. And if you are not keen, you can feed them, then you end up getting nothing. Yeah. So you have to be keen with the mode of feeding that you use. Modern, very good, but very expensive. Modern methods are very good and very expensive. But when we come to the improvised ones, the one that you do, you invent on your own, you have to be keen. If you are much keen, you can do the right meals, the same to the modern ones, the one that you buy from the agrovets or farms. So, sorry. From from the same similar to those that you bought, it's just balancing the nutrients and reducing the chemicals. You know, when you go to buy, you can buy the ones that had a lot of chemicals, and yes, you may think it's health for the chickens, but what about we human beings when we consume them? What will we get? Which harmful do they have in our health? Paul Ayub, karibu sana Paul, umerudi. Ile ilinisumbua Paul. Nikaamua kumaliza ile end up nianze afresh. Kulikuwa na some music to avoid copyrights and simunaelewa hizo vitu. Yeah. So that was feeding them, yeah. Let's go to treating them. Treating them, it's expensive also, because I said but it's not much expensive, but you have to vaccinate them. You don't treat something that it's not sick. It's vaccination. And vaccinating them, you start by 3 weeks. No. In 3 days, you give the chicks antibiotics. Any antibiotics. But you have to be keen with the companies. You know, most people are after money. Many people are after money. So someone can shika hii simu na sorry. So we have to start by antibiotics. And I said everyone, most people are in business, so they might have fake vaccination just to look for money. And if you are a farmer and you are not keen on that, you buy a fake vaccination, it will not help anything. Yeah, you may end up So you start with the right antibiotics. Then after antibiotics, I think Newcastle. You can decide whether Newcastle or Gumboro, which one should you start with. And with me, I always prefer Newcastle because Newcastle, it spread very fast. It spread very fast. Apart from Newcastle, you go to Gumboro, then Newcastle, Gumboro, Newcastle. Then you Fallpox. Fallpox, I think Fallpox, it kills very fast, and Newcastle spreads very fast. Newcastle spreads very fast, but Fallpox kills very fast. So let's see. So that is it. Oh, Paul, thank you so much, Paul. Asante sana. Asante, Paul. That is it. That was about vaccination. It's only that simple. About the vaccination, it's not a big problem. Um, Now the importance of doing this project of chickens. We have a very different advantages. One, and the local one. Sorry, before we go to feeding, we finish with the feeding. There's another simple method. I was to tell you some methods, yeah? Sorry, I'm very sorry I didn't write this. Let me just write and tell you. So we talk of feeds, how to make feeds. We have some improvised feeds. We just have to check and try to balance the amount of nutrients required by the chickens. You can just decide to take some rice jam, maize jam, sweet potatoes. You wash the sweet potatoes, you cut small pieces for easy for drying, then you dry them. Then after that, you can grind them and mix. We have small fishes or fish bones. We have the sunflower cobs or the cotton seeds. We have some potassium what? We have some minerals that you can add. Then you mix. Then you mix. You give them. It's very healthy. It's very healthy. And about the feeds, you can collect the waste, chicken waste. This is very special, so you can get it this way. You collect the chicken waste, then you put in a container. You just mix with the just a little bit of water, a small amount of water, just to make them wet. In short, you make them wet. You can use water, not a lot of water. Then you cover them, or you just leave them there. Then they form some, how do we call them? Wale wadudu wanatengeneza wale wadudu mnaitanga funza. Then you feed the chickens back. Then you remain with the manure, and you've gotten the feed. Very healthy, and will have health chickens. And that was about feeding. Now the advantages of keeping chickens. We can import them. No, we can export chickens, or we can sell them internally. Chicken meat, very expensive. Very expensive. We also have eggs. The products that we get from the chicken, we have eggs, feather, and chicken meat. And I think chicken meat is very expensive. So that is it. And the chicken meat, you know how we get chicken meat from chicken? Eggs. You know how we collect eggs? And the eggs, it depends with how you feed them. So you can minimize the quantity of food that you feed with the chickens, but when they are almost laying, they have to feed well. Chickens, when they are almost laying, you have to feed them well for good production and meat, So that is it, guys. If you have any question, you can bring it. And for those who are coming in right now, kindly, you can give the live stream a like before we end it. You can give the live stream a like, double tap the live stream for those who are just coming in right now. Oh, this will be the next. Let me show you the next.
given us, a big bang, guys. So we have to appreciate that. So anyway,
that is a visit to one farmer who deals with Moscovy ducks. So that will.
you can visit my channel at official Slimy Boy. Show love to my channel, subscribe to show love. That's the only way you can show love to us, by subscribing and watching and sharing.
So kindly guys, subscribe to Slimy Boy.
Others guys, me too, how many people watching from all over the world. I appreciate so much. From my end guys, subscribe to Moscovy channel. Show him love. Just visited my home today, and I'm so proud for that. Yeah, he's a real guy. I don't know what soon you're gonna be there. Morning. Amen. Inshallah. A blessing. Inshallah. From the west, so that's a big blessing, soon coming in the village. And, we are happy for him. We are happy for him. I'm seeing it that it has done. So, they shot it away, but I was testing for multi. So, not that as a reason why it's there. Yeah. So, feed the animal. So, maybe you can move out of the
some complications, but it comes back soon.
These are the normal cows. Yeah, the normal local. But that one looks like a cross. So how many cows? After 5 years, yes. So how is it according to its quality? Have a lot of milk. Have a lot of milk. Yeah, for this cow, but then we milk when it gives back at the same time, like let's say the first 3 months of giving birth. Yeah, we milk around 5 liters in the morning, 5 liters in the evening. So that's like 10 liters in a day. So like when you milk twice per day. Yeah. Like you see for now this calf. Yeah, this calf is around 7-8 months old now, and we still milking this very small. So it's almost similar to Fresian. Fresian, we always milk natural, man for giving birth. Yeah. This one, I can say this is the second best. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. So guys, you learned about gifting, and you can implement that. Yeah. Then, do we have the Moscovy duck?
Now you can hear I was talking about the incubator. With him, he used the mother to hatch. So an incubator, so an incubator, it's somehow expensive. Yeah, you may put in an incubator, then we have some failures, then you end up getting nothing. But if you use the mother the way he's using mother, the duck to hatch the Muscovy duct, so it's simple. Just begin, you are going to see how we hatch using the mothers. That is simple, not a lot of problems. Okay.
So it's a difference of 1 week. So what challenges do you face while choosing the dance? Okay, the challenge is only feeding. Okay, for the ducks, they don't need any vaccination, but feeding, they feed a lot. Like, so as you can see from this,
Yes, ducks feeds a lot.
you can see there's no fish there. They're already finished. And I put the fish in the one where they're full of that. So they eat a lot. So number one, when you want to start this project of raising the most of the ducks, you have to ensure that you have a lot of food. You have to, because they are heavy feeder. Exactly. Yeah. Failure to that, they won't multiply. You see, so they may survive, but their production will be low. Wow. They will not produce. And what
Nimemaliza.
how do you call them? We call them the sunflower. I mix the sunflowers plus I buy the things. I use the Fugo company. I'm sorry to and Fugo is the best. No, but I'm sorry to the best company. But I use Fugo company to make them. So I mix Fugo, fix with maize, grinded maize and sunflower. That's why people are dying. Okay. And you can see their health, their sleeping, their food.
So guys, we are here for benchmarking. I'm also a small scale farmer, but I don't have this in my farm. Yeah, it seems we have some problem. I've really tried, but the live stream will end it there. So kindly guys, for those who have been there, thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking. And if you haven't liked, kindly 2 minutes for liking as we end the tap. Thank you so much.